The first day of the week, a good day for the JSE. Along with its global market peers, it is in the green. Investors are still focusing on the prospect of this huge U.S. stimulus. That's about $2 trillion there. Local markets boosted by gains in the platinum sector. We just saw the mining updates by some of the companies. And the rand trading at around 14 Rand 88 against a weakening U.S. dollar. For more on the markets, I'm joined by markets portfolio manager Rikus Reerders. He's from PSG Wealth. Rikus, thanks very much indeed for talking to us. So snags in our vaccine rollout, that didn't seem to have any negative impact on our local market. I'm wondering what drove markets today. Is it that U.S. stimulus package still lingering on with investors?
That's part of it. I think the vaccine news got internalized over the weekend. So you're correct, that didn't really have a huge impact. But at the moment, it is U.S. stimulus. And I think the broader theme over the past month or so is the idea that we can have a sharper global economic rebound as vaccines kick in globally, or as the vaccine program kicks in globally. And together with that, maybe cash that hasn't been invested over the past 12 months will look for a destination. And considering where global yields are, the stock markets are the obvious choice.
Now, miners continue to report spectacular trading updates. I mean, this time Amplats, we saw what happened with Sibanye-Stillwater with their trading update last week. So what exactly is happening here? It's that commodity prices again, isn't it?
It is that, and that's tied in directly with what's happening in China. I mean, China's vehicle sales came out, I think, this morning, and it's expected to, just sales for the year to increase by about 7%. That has a huge effect on something like platinum and palladium. So it's no wonder the prices are responding to positive results and keeping those levels. The rand might be trending a little bit firmer than over the past 12 months, but still, if you take a look at the Platinum Group Metals Index, that's up about 20-30% over the past year. So even though the windfall, as you guys just called it, is there, if everything works out okay, and specifically with somebody like Amplats, who weren't even in full production, that might continue at least for the medium term.
Just before I let you go, Rikus, I mean, we expected this from mobile companies. We saw what happened with MTN and Vodacom. Telkom's mobile service certainly flying, and it was something we expected in terms of their performance over the past 9 months?
Yes, and I think the news there is, and it's actually with quite a number of companies, that the pandemic has had an unintended consequence of companies being able to cut costs, specifically as far as employment is concerned, as bad as that news might be on a humanitarian point. But Telkom, nevertheless, even though their fixed line business is not doing all that well, mobile and specifically prepaid has done extremely well, and they continue to gain market share there. And there's obviously also in the background the promise of sales of their fixed assets, whether it be towers or data centers, which can add to that bottom line as their fixed cost as is pretty high at the moment.
All right, thanks very much indeed. That's the latest from Telkom there. Rikus Reerders is from PSG Wealth. So let's take a quick look now to see what the Monday afternoon closed on as far as the JSE is concerned.